What have you done? What have you done? Now I'm pretty sure that you must have heard these four words during the past couple of weeks more than ever in your life if you are in self-isolation in Sri Lanka or in any other country for that matter. So just truly think about it. What have you done? Now I can speak about two things. I can either speak about the things which I did in my life during the past couple of weeks, or I can speak about the things which you should have been doing in your life during the past couple of weeks. But no, I'm not going to speak about either of those things for two reasons. Reason number one, I'm a complete stranger to you, and you won't really care about the things which I did in my life during the past couple of weeks. And reason number two, you definitely don't want to hear about a stranger advising you about what you should have been doing with your life during your self-isolation time period. So what can I speak about then? Well, I can speak about one thing. I can speak about the feeling which you get when you hear the words, what have you done? Now that feeling might be of two types. Some of you might get a feeling of satisfaction because you deliberately did some things which you wanted to do in your life. It might be simple things, but you never did because you never had the time or various other reasons. And feeling number two. Some of you might get a feeling mixed with guilt because you deliberately didn't do anything with your life during the past couple of weeks when you were in self-isolation. Now don't get me wrong. I'm not going to try and justify that feeling for you. But if you really think about it, just because you deliberately didn't do anything during the past couple of weeks, it doesn't necessarily mean that you didn't learn anything. My dear friends, you learned a valuable lesson. You learned a lesson so valuable that you realize that you are reluctant to take risks and you are reluctant to go that extra mile to achieve things which you want to achieve in your life. Just think about it. You know that you have a burning desire to achieve things in your life. And you know that you are currently here, but you are reluctant to go that extra mile because you are too afraid to fail. Just think about it. Isn't that the reason? You are locked down in your own comfort zone, and you are not ready to leave that comfort zone solely because you are afraid to fail. Now, how can you rectify it? The first thing you should do is to accept and own the fact that you are too afraid to fail. Because if you do not accept your mistakes, if you do not accept your flaws, then it would be really hard for you to rectify the issues you have. And the second thing, you should get rid of the mentality of being afraid. Now, how can you do that? That sounds like a bit of a task, isn't it? So start with simple things. Because every great thing started out simply. If you look at these great ventures we have these days, Google, Amazon, Apple, all of those ventures started with a simple idea inside a garage. So start with simple things. If you have a book with you, which you have longed to read for a long time but you missed it, start by reading it. Because if you know letters, you can read it. It's simple as that. So you have to get rid of that routine lifestyle you are used to. You are used to a lifestyle where you wake up at 6 a.m., you go to work, you come home, if you have exams you study, you spend a little time with your family and then you go to sleep. You do that over and over again. And when you are dragged out of that routine lifestyle for a couple of weeks, you are really confused as to what to do. Just don't go into that box. Now that you have realized you are in a box, try to get yourself out from that box. Try to get yourself out from that comfort zone. Start with simple things. Because someday, those simple things will help you to achieve greater things in life. So if you really think about it, the question of what have you done is not really a question about the stuff you did during the past couple of weeks. It's about self-realization. It's about what you did to identify yourself. Even if you deliberately did stuff to improve yourself, which is really good, you have improved on something. And for the rest of you, you have identified that you are reluctant to take risks and you are reluctant to move out from that comfort zone. So my dear friends, think about it and do things to achieve the greatest potential in your life so that you would be able to achieve what you want to achieve in your life. Be prepared. Be prepared and run that extra mile and achieve things in your life. Thank you.